참 못 들던 그때보다 조금은 잃었어. 우리는 바보처럼 몸으로 부딪히면서 배웠어. 넘어질 때마다 잃었어. 다시 고쳤었지. 이력서는 무신 성공의 신바람. 잠시나마 불어봤던 휘파람. 한 곡도 책은 나기 전에 그림자처럼 날 따라온 비바람. 시기 질투 기대 압박을 못 이긴 몇 번의 실축. 자만 낮은 속에 던졌던 말로 홈런을 맞는 실투. 다 끝. 난 갈아탔지만 우리 앞길을 막지 말라고 외치며 마음을 다 잡곤 했었지. 진짜 아직 앞도 안 보이는 가시밭.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Game 6 upon us. And will it be the championship game? It will be if a certain team has its way tonight. That's what we're here to see. And the series being hosted in Minneapolis for tonight's game, as the Timberwolves will be going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, they took Game 5 on their home floor. Tonight, on the road, they're looking to win another. An uphill battle, but one they are ready for. And you hear Kyrie Irving's name, and you think of a playmaking point guard. But he is as deadly a shooter, Kenny, as anyone in the league from time to time.
I mean, the guy won a three-point contest, so no surprise there. You know, he's averaged...
The championship could be claimed right here. Folks, it is electric in the arena for this Game 6 of the NBA Finals. So glad you could join us for it. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Taking a look at Minnesota. And so as we get set to watch the Timberwolves here, guys, what are some of your thoughts?
And this really one of those glass half-full games. Down 3 games for 2 in a series. It won't be easy, but they have to look at the upside. They know they can win here at home. And then it becomes one game for all the marks.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? Still, the pressure on them is pretty high at this point. With no margin for error, things will get very sticky for them if they get in the hole here early. If that does happen, I'll be very interested to see how they respond.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Freak is out there with Irving, and it's Whiteside in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's Love. Here's Freak. And easy 2 points on the layup.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Smalls. He's covered by Irving. There's the pick. Here's Todd. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And they get it back.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
The Timberwolves shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. He hits both from the stripe. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to speak briefly with Coach Nate McMillan. The tension could not be higher courtside, and he actually thinks they'll feed off that tonight. He said, we know what's at stake here. This crowd feels it, and we feel it too. As for their energy level, he assured me that would not be an issue. It's the NBA Finals, he said. Nobody gets tired. Not even you guys, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. And Irving pulls it down.
Awesome defense. I mean, you'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
He feeds it to Freak. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Freak's got 5.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Irving kicks to Freak. Here's the 3. No good. And Minnesota now the other way. They come into this one after losing on Sunday.
And I really felt in watching that game that they needed to abandon the three-point shot. It wasn't there. The percentage was horrific, but yet they continue to try and knock it down.
And I really think that's what did them in. I mean, sometimes it's just not there for you on the perimeter. And you can't try to shoot yourself out of a bad shooting night from outside. The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Okay, time now for an injury report. Now an update on LeBron from Doris Burke. What'd you find out, Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Cavaliers' head athletic trainer. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. They say that he is most likely going to be unavailable for the rest of the postseason. A very tough break for him and the team, Kevin.
All right, Doris, and hopefully everything works out for him.
You know, pro trainers have so much available to them at their disposal. If it's nothing serious, he'll be back.
Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. 4th, Freak.
Well, he's almost unstoppable. He's got so many different ways he can hurt you and put the ball in the basket. And it seems as though he raises his level during the postseason.
And so here's Cleveland. 4-point game. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 9 points for Freak.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And the officials call over the back, a little too aggressive there.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound, just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
Rogers. Millsap comes in for Kevin Love. The Cavaliers have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Wiggins against James. Wiggins kicks to Rubio. And he gets it to go from the high post. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything. And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
The D on him has to be airtight, guys. You got to get into his airspace, and that was far from it.
Millsap sets the pick for Freak. Picked away. And now Minnesota on the fast break. A nice shot by Black. Black's got his first points of the game.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
LeBron against Wiggins. Millsap a screen. Freak dishes to Millsap. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Finished off the break.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Irving passes to Freak. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. A different look now for Cleveland. Carl's checked in, and it's Andre Robertson in for Irving. Here's Freak. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And now with the fast break, Rubio with the ball. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Cavaliers trail by 8, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Cleveland shooting their first free throws of this one. No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. 18 feet out. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it. It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Inside, here's Black. And it's Freak with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 7. From downtown, can't get it to go. And Minnesota will come the other way. On the wing, Johnson, but free. Millsap grabs the miss. Cavaliers shooting just 35% to start the game. There's 47 seconds left here in the first quarter.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Woods checked in. Now, here's Rubio. Not a lot of room. Now the pass to Johnson. 32 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Freak. But they recover it. Robertson can't hit.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. They've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. It's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Freak kicks to Robertson. Now Freak down low, passes it to Wood, launches it, and that one's good. Wood's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And he answers right back with the 3 of his.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. The Timberwolves on top, up 6. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Finals. The Timberwolves. And here is LeBron. They've got Andrew Wiggins, and it's Todd in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Wiggins with it. He's picked up by Irving. And that one's good. Wiggins has got 8 points.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves played just phenomenally. He had 35 points, and that was just part of the story. He came away with a for his troubles in that one. It was just a fantastic outing for him, and really, there wasn't any way to prevent him from taking over the game. Fun to watch, Kevin.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. He was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. However they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control. Caught him off guard with that move. It definitely had the element of surprise. Nobody expected him to bust out a spin, but it worked beautifully that time.
James dishes to Freak. Pulls up a screen. It's stolen. Here is Rubio. Pass to Hernandez. Rubio outside. 5 to shoot. To the inside. Here's Westphal. Good D by LeBron.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. He's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop, pushing their lead to double digits. And now an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Rodgers can't make the basket.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Rubio in the corner. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Johnson, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Timberwolves dancers.
1:41 left in the first half of the game. And a wide-open look for Freak. Cans it from downtown. Freak's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Rubio, the pass to Black. Down low. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Pass to Rodgers. There's the steal. Fast break, Minnesota. A nice shot by Black. Black's got his second basket of the night.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. The Cavaliers have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight. That free throw, no good. But he's good on the second. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of basketball. For Minnesota, they have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second. Getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.